So we're back again to this. Uh, the Rising event has activated, and I wanted to get that done today. I'm doing a few Muggle Tome stuff. 'Cause, hold on. What? Oh! Okay, so this is the newest. Oh, look at that. What's happening? I kind of know what's. I mean, I know what's happening. It's the Rising event. It's God, it has been a long. It's 10 years. It's a long time. Alright. Hold on. There we go. Now you can see the icon. A little bit further. Alright. Coupe is looking. It's looking a worried sister. Okay. Oh, if it isn't Ron, it's always a pleasure, my friend. How fortuitous that you should appear now, just when I'm in need of help again. Pray hear me out. You see, my brother recently wrote saying that he wished to meet me and Oda during the Rising ceremony celebration. However, the appointed hour has come and gone, but I've seen neither night nor hair. Also, I checked all the likely places in the city to no avail, and I'm beginning to worry. If it isn't too much trouble, may I ask you to help me find... Yeah. I'm in your debt. Now, my brother is a youth of 16 by the name of Nagi. Nagi? He recently became an adventurer, something he had aspired to since he was little. Being an adventurer yourself, perhaps you know of him. If not cross paths. Did we meet at the previous? I know we met someone. Oh yeah, 2022. What drives us? I think it was 2020. Oh, that's this year's. Yeah, I met. We saw him last year. Yeah, we met. We actually did because I remember seeing him. Not only did you meet him, you helped him on his way, you say? What an amazing coincidence. That being said, it doesn't necessarily mean you would know where he is now. If he isn't in the city, though, chances are he went out on some business. To begin with, I propose we split up and make inquiries in case someone has seen him. If you could focus on this area, I shall speak with those in the quicksand. Afterwards, let us reconvene by the entrance to the tavern. Look at that bow. Um. Anyway. Oh. Dating adventure, how may I assist you? Oh. Nahagi, I understand he's doing some work for the ordinary minstrel. I dare say his client can point you in the right direction if you could track the man down. That is, I'm afraid I don't know where his whereabouts at present. It's always the wandering minstrel. It all leads back to him. Everything we've ever done in this game leads back to him somehow. Something you need? I couldn't say where he is now, but last I saw him, he mentioned taking on some delivery work. He's a curious one, is he? He gets along with everyone well enough, but doesn't seem to like working in a team. With talk of bandits prowling the road lane, I can't but worry. Oh, no, we're going out of the circle. Huh. Well, stop me silly. What a harbor hearing. If it isn't the adventurer who gave this gas a story for the ages by bringing that letter in a bottle way back when. And what can Bran do for you this finally? I see. And apologies, I haven't seen this Nahagi. As a matter of fact, I've been rather busy working on my upcoming piece on the Rising. Why, just earlier I was interviewing the endematic Wandering Minstrel. We got another unusual venture in the offering. The Letter Forest, he calls it. If that puts your interest, I recommend you to go and see the man. He's at the Gold Crown Court over on the steps of the... Or more. Yeah. Whoa. Display hero messages and gratitude and concerning. Ah, my dear friend, what a pleasant surprise this is. I trust you've been keeping well? Now then, how might this minstrel be of service? Ah, so now sister wishes to find him indeed. I have entrusted him with a task. I have an inkling as to where he might be. You may have heard on the occasion of this Rising celebration, I am hosting an exhibit called The Letter Forest. All are invited to anonymously submit letters to the forest, express their gratitude and encouragement for another. All may pursue the letters at their leisure. Now, in order to collect missives from outside of Ulda, I have dispatched a chocobo carriage escorting said carriage. When he contacted me on Linkpearl a while ago, he said that they emerged from the Tells Wood on their way back to Uda. Given the hour, they should have already arrived. I don't know what. I know not what is causing the delay, but I'm troubled to look for them. I would go myself, except I am needed here at present. I'm truly grateful. In case it helps, the carriage was sent to pass through Black Brush Station, so that you can take your search to that area. I pray that nothing else will fall in them. Uh-oh. Making funny noises to see if my mic picks it up. Some of them it does, some of them don't. It's funny. There you are. Were you able to learn Autumn Nahani? Escorting a carriage for the minister. So that is the way of it. I suggest it. Let us take ourselves to Blackbrush Station for a search of the vicinity. No sooner did I arrive than this man came running out of breath. You're an adventurer. Take the 12. It's the bandits from the Clover Mayonnaise. They've fallen on a chocobo carriage over by the clutch. The carriage only had one guard and he was totally outnumbered. Please, you must help him. Nina Hine, with me, Ronald. Alright, let's go. Don't you dare hurt him. What the? You having trouble with 3 Lalafells? Just punt them. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that, but just punt them. Line them up like a football and a field goal post and line them and just punt or just kick them. There's no end to them. Oh, that's the problem. Now you shite. It's fine, I'll punt. Just punt. Enough. Leave my little brother alone. For 12 is my witness. You'll receive a thrashing you've never known. From this fearsome adventure here, that is. Of course. That's no ordinary Roman. Treat! Hello, Puma. At least we've established that I am no ordinary woman. You're right, Nahagi. So, punt them. Sister and Ron, too? That you should be the one to come to my aid. Thank you. You've been, Nahagi. How have you been? You remembered. I've been well, more than well. I'm sorry I didn't come when I said it was really important, sister. Rest assured I'm not too badly hurt. That's a relief. I shall take a proper look at your wounds back in the city. I must say, I was scraped aside to learn that you had met Ronald. She helped me when I first arrived in Oda, from registering as an adventurer to completing my first task. She kindly showed me the ropes. It's going good. I had suspected that you were a great adventurer, but to send your foes running without even drawing your blade, that's just incredible. I still have a long way to go, embarrassing myself like I did. If I want sister's approval, I need to grow stronger and be able to fight on my own. Approval? But first things first. Burn it. And I have a delivery to make for the Rising. That's the guy you meet when you first start your character. The one next to him in the, in the gray. If you'll excuse me. We will hurry back to Oda. Let us head back as well. I had a mind to pay the minstrel a visit in any case. Oh, look at the melon rolling around. And it splits it now. I have that minion, by the way. I actually have the melon minion. You can grow. You can actually use a garden to grow them, and make quite a bit if you put them on the market board. Welcome back, my friends. Please, I am my. See that Nahagi is safe and well. Rising attendants inform me they now have all the letters. With this, we may proceed with the letter forest as planned. Thank you, Nahagi. I'm so sorry I'm late, you see. Were it not for Ronald, this hotel would have become of the letters in Bennett. In the end, I was utterly useless. So that is how it happened. As Nahagi's cloud, allow me to thank you as well for coming to his aid. That being said, my boy, you were far from useless. Nay, you bravely defended the carriage until help arrived. No need to belittle yourself so. Ronald didn't need to rely on anyone. No, he drove off the bandits with no more than a stern look. I couldn't hold a candle to her. Like her, I want to be able to deal with any problem without help. Otherwise, I can't claim to be an adventurer worth his salt. That's not even close to how it works. You really think we got this far just on our own? Sadly, a lot of the content you can't do on your own. Without help. Tell me, Nahagi, all this time, have you been working alone, even for dangerous tasks? That's right, a worthy adventurer doesn't rely on others. That's not. No. No. If I'm to be the kind of adventurer you approve of, I must be able to handle anything by myself. I see. If that's what you believe, then I can't consent to you being an adventurer any longer. Return to our village and start over. But you were so happy for me when I became an adventurer. I'm working so hard to prove that I have what it takes, but now you developed a grave misconception. Until you recognize what it is, I can't in good conscience approve of your calling. One of them has a reason, a logic, and common sense. If you can't accept this, if you wish to remain an adventurer, then you must win me over. And it begins with pondering why you first embarked on this path. Alright, sister, I'll take on this. I'm gonna end up giving him the answer, so. I'm sorry you had to see that, Ronald. Despite how it may appear, no one wants my brother to succeed more than I do. To succeed and be happy. After all, I know better than any how hard he works. Unless he changes his way ever, he is like to die somewhere out there. And even if he manages to stay alive, he would only know an arduous life. That's why I didn't want to go out of my way to be gentle when addressing his wounds. If he could just focus on what actually matters instead, he obsesses about gaining my approval and carrying myself down. comparing himself to others. There it is. Truth be told, no matter what Nahagi wants to do, it is my intent to support him. It's his life after all, and no one else's. It isn't my place to interfere. However, be it his way, if he is sabotaging his own aspirations with his obsession for my approval, I can't at least stand idly by and watch. Loath though I am to impose, until my brother has found his answer, might I trouble you to keep an eye on him? Please take it as a request from me as well. Even ever has adventuring been dangerous, and it's more dangerous still for one who spurns help. Like Kabir, I do not wish for Nahagi to continue on his current path. As a fellow adventurer, please help him find a better way. Thank you. Now then, on a related note, I must pay a visit to the Reaver's Guild. But I will see you again anon, if you'll excuse me. Now he is set off this way, so you may find him at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. We leave him in your capable hands, my friend. Yeah, they're trying to... Yeah, they're mainly trying to teach. Because a lot of it, one of the things that we talk about with 14 is having to play together. Even though it's slowly becoming solo, you'll be able to do a lot of the content solo. They still want you to kind of play with others and get along with them. So that's what this is about. Plus, we wouldn't have reached 10 years without this community. Without the 14 community being as strong as it is. Oh, it's you, Ron. What is it? That's so. I'm sorry. This is really something I should be doing. No. Alone. Still nice to have someone to talk to. Like my sister made me. I'm pondering why I chose to become an adventurer in the first place. Hippie has looked after me since I was no more than 10, after her parents passed away. She was already a reporter by then, and her work took her to various places. From her, I heard tales about adventurers and came to admire them. Upon learning of the full extent of the impending calamity, she took us to a village in the mountains where our aunt lived. It's desperate times like these that people need stories of hope, she used to say. And I believe she had wanted to remain in Gridania and continue her work, but she left in order to keep me safe. I was a burden to her then. I don't want to be a burden to her again. For that, I need to show her that I don't need to depend on others. You're gonna need to. That I am a capable adventurer who can handle anything by himself. Ponder as I might, I can't understand what's wrong with that. Well, when it doubt, I suppose I should do what adventurers do and gather information. It would be good, I think, to speak with people like my sister. People who aren't adventurers but are familiar with them. Who in Oda would fit the description? How about the face of the Adventurers Guild? Of course, who else but Miss? In her capacity as guild representative, she's bound to have vital insight. I'll seek her once. She's gonna tell you the same thing. Don't do stuff alone. If Wing. Just jumping around. Nice coat. What? Oh, that's a solid outfit. Oh. I still remember when I first came here to sign up. I was a nervous wreck then. But now this place feels like a second home, and I come all the time for crumpets. They make them so springy and serve them browning in butter and honey. Jeez. Sorry, now isn't the time for that. Maybe it is time for that. Come, let's have a chat with Miss. More crumpets. Give me the crumpets. We must have all the crumpets. Oh no, if it isn't Ronald and Nahagi. To what do I owe the pleasure of both of your companies today? The crumpets. We're here for the crumpets. I was hoping to get your advice on a certain matter. The misconception you've developed about being an adventurer? That's an interesting one, I have to admit. Try as I might to figure it out. I keep going around in circles. I thought you might offer some insight. It's just a gut feeling, but I reckon I understand what your sister's trying to say. To me, Nahagi, suppose you fail to get your sister's approval. Would you simply give up being an adventurer? Would it all become meaningless? Ooh. That's strong questioning right there. Would you give it up? From this here counter, I indeed seen off many an adventurer, each and every one unique. Dreams and destinations, all their own. But in spite of the differences, they all share something in common. A reason for first embarking upon their journey. Ronald, would you mean telling me why you chose the adventuring life? Oh. Oh. I wanted to... Well... A friend recommended it to me. It's exciting. It's just... It was exciting. How very like you. Keep that reason close to your heart, yeah? And you, Nahagi, what inspired you to become an adventurer? Because I heard about adventurers from my sister and became infatuated with the lives they led. Like them, I wanted to be able to see the world while helping those in need. Then, isn't that enough? Your sister's approval or no, you have a reason all your own. At 12, I see now. At some point, my desire to prove myself to be TP had displaced my own motive for being an adventurer. That's the misconception you wanted me to reckon. What a fool I've been. Wanting someone's approval isn't wrong in and of itself, but it's got nothing to do with why you're an adventurer. It shouldn't force you to do things you wouldn't otherwise do, like trying to handle everything alone. Well, that's enough for me for today. I've said my piece. What do you, What you do now is up to you, Nahagi. Yeah. Think nothing of it. It's my job to watch over you all. Nothing makes me happier than to see you happy doing what you do. Thank you to Ronald for accompanying me. I think I know what to say to continue now. And loath though I am to trouble you with something else I don't get. You see, of the letters we collected from Limsa, one was from an explorer who was seeking an escort for an expedition. By now, that letter should be on display at the Gold Cliff. I want to show it to my sister briefly to help me find it. Come, let us rejoin the ministry. Sure. Okay? Yeah. A decade of adventure. Jeez. I can't believe it has been 10 years since When We're Born came out. Welcome back. Dare I hope you were able to find the answer? Yes, I'm happy to say Miss Mahoney helped me to come to a realization. And I got to speak with my sister. Like, I started playing this. I played this game first at launch on the PS3. Like, release day launch on PS3. That character is gone, sadly. But, I played the first character I made all the way up to Heaven's Ward. Until, like, when they released Heaven's Wards, that was the end. Afterwards, I didn't pick it up until they announced that Stormblood was coming, and I was like, oh, okay, let's give it a second try. This time with the stream. And that was, yeah, and I've been playing ever since. With this character. As of now, I also have 2 other characters that I mess around with. And I've been playing with too. I see. By all means, feel free to borrow the letter. Does it have any distinguishable characteristics? As I recall, there was a large drawing of a blue chocobo on it. Very well. Let us all search together. The more swift will find it. Do I have to look? It's got a blue chocobo on it, huh? That it? Fear not so new adventurer. As I traveling marching, I've had my share of happy encounters, but sharing the carriage with you stands out above them all. For you see, I went on to sell variable crate loads of the ring I gave you, and turned enough of a profit to buy my own carriage. You shared with me your adventurer's luck, and I count my blessings every day. No matter where I go, I often hear tales of your exploits. And it makes me inordinately proud to have met you. Till we meet again, my friend, I pray for your continued success. Let's ring a bell. This letter wasn't written by an explorer, nor does it bear a drawing. Oh. That's, I think that's from the guy who, yeah, that's the guy from the beginning. He gave me a... when you start the game, when you start your character, you're on a carriage, depending on what city-state you're, and, you're with the twins, Alfredo and Alize, but there's also a third person with you who's drinking at the time, who, who's a merchant, and I think that's the letter from him. Is there any more? Oh, there's others. Oh my god, there's others. Oh shit. Oh, there's a lot of these. What's this one? As someone charged with the city's peace, I cannot overstate how much of a boon adventurers are to our efforts. Some folk, some folk had expressed concern that an increase in drifters would see a corresponding rise in crime, but on the contrary, they are steadily declining. Soldiers like ourselves are somewhat limited in the scope of our duties, and we're not always available to lend our citizens what assistance they need. Thus, would I take this opportunity to express my heartfelt gratitude to adventurers who step up to fill the void. Uh-huh. There's others. Drill drawing. Esteemed adventurer, should you chance read this letter, I pray it finds you well. Much time has passed since you helped us rebuild in the wake of that terrible disaster, but we still remember you most fondly. Our lives continue to be hard, and every day brings new challenges. However, we have regained a semblance of what we once had, and smiles are beginning to return to faces. The morning will be brighter than today. This we dare to believe now, thanks to you, and should you yourself face hardships, I pray that you believe the same. Is that from, there's, there's so many disasters. There's who knows telling what that's connected to. And all of them? I want to read all the ones before we grab them one. Yeah, this one. Dear adventurer, how fares your adventures? Mine continues, and I wake up to the sound of birdsong and lie down to sleep beneath the moonlight. Seek unblazed trails. Long ago, when an adventurer aided me, I was made to realize how alike we are. Deep down, we are simply travelers who thrill to make new discoveries. Thus do I write this letter now in hopes of recruiting such like-minded souls to join me on an expedition. If you all share in my desire to make the uncharted, then I invite you to seek me out at the Drowning Winds and Limited Lamented. Equally do I await your coming. Huh? What? Go look over here. How about you? There you go. A blue chocobo. Yes, this is the one. All that's left then is to talk to Kibiri. Do you know where she is? She's like, she went to the Wheelers Guild. She had business there? And now she's buying clothes. At any rate, I'll look. There, thank you. For this too, I trouble you to... After all, afterwards, I ask that you tell me how events will go. I shall wait you at the Ruby Road Exchange. Alright. Oh, there is other music in this game. Just kidding. We've been hearing the rising theme. You are here. You are here too, Ronald? I confess, I'm feeling really nervous, so I appreciate your presence. Oh dear, you came to find me, and I apologize for taking so long. So Nahagi, were you able to find the answer? To begin with, I want you to look at this. An explorer is something an escort for an expedition. Sounds exciting. In wanting your approval, I was determined not to rely on others. But a part of me clearly wanted to be part of the expedition. To go where I dare not set foot alone. I will answer the invitation. Then this means you're giving up on trying to do everything alone? Good. I had wanted to prove to you that I am capable. I am no longer a burden, and in my ascension I lost sight of why I became an adventurer in the first place. You see what lies beyond the horizon, and lend a helping hand to those I meet. That's what drives me, and I was able to remember this to Miss Normandy and Ronald. Whether or not you approve, I want to continue adventuring for my own reason. Is that gonna be alright? Didn't you just say you didn't need my approval? But to be clear, I never actually intended to stop you. Remember what you once told me, Nagi, shortly before the calamity struck? Did you interview any adventurers again today? What were they like? What kind of places have they been to? You never get sick of hearing about adventurers, do you? Never ever. When I grow up, I want to be an adventurer too. Well, that's fine an aspiration as any. But do you know what kind of adventurer you wish to become? A hero in the tales, perhaps? No. Oh no, sister, not a hero. Adventurers are free spirits. And I want to be the freest spirit of all. Yes, I'll travel the world and meet lots of people, and when I visit home, you can interview me as much as you like. For that boy to spurn help for one of my approval, I couldn't bear to see it, and in order to bring you to your senses, I may have spoken a little sternly. As an adventurer, you experienced no small hardships, but you chose your path because you wanted to be free. So don't let yourself be shackled by expectation, be it your own or that of others, and instead take things as they come. So long as you are true to yourself and recognize your limits, you'll surely find a way forward. And remember, not even heroes can accomplish everything alone. Oh, Susie. Relying on others don't make you a lesser adventurer. If anything, the freer we are, the more we need to look out for one another. And that, I believe, is the essence and beauty of adventuring. Wouldn't you agree, Ronald? Yes. An adventurer is never alone. Understood. I won't forget this. Knowing you, I expect you're raring to answer the explorer's petition. And let's see the answer. You'll be taking the airship, yes? In which case, I should give you these garments to you now. I had them made for you, thinking it was past time you had something better. Thank you so much, sister. I must thank you too, Ronald. You're the kind of adventurer I admire. And I'll keep on working hard to be like you. I couldn't have asked for a better person to watch over my little boy. I appreciate everything you've done for him. I look forward to meeting you again, be it for a story or something else. With that, we take our leave of you. Till next time. You see the siblings off safe in the knowledge that all will be well. Time to rejoin the wondering and relay to him the tale's happy conclusion. Yay! Oh, like that. Why not? Oh, thanks. That was fun. Welcome back, my friend. Judging by your expression, I take it all is well with Nahagi and Kitty. Well, I see. Pleased I am to hear that. When we first set out on our journeys, it is usually for the simplest of reasons. Yet as we make our way, these reasons may become lost in a haze of motives, causing us to lose sight of what truly matters. In such a time, if we can but remember what prompted us to take our first steps, we'll always find the strength to take the next. Nahagi shall be fine. I'm certain of it. My thanks for keeping an eye on him. Here it comes. Yup. Hang on a sec. I'm gonna get rid of this. So we gotta... Well, hang on. We don't need to get rid of this. What am I doing? No, we actually don't need to. I gotta remember which one is it. No. Okay. These events have inspired a new verse in me. A verse about the dreams of those who seek new worlds and the hopes of those who see them. There it is. What the? Where are we? Oh, this is new. This is a airship. Greetings, warrior of light. What the? This is the world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps or perhaps not. 'Tis a pleasure to meet you again, as I have in the past. I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. Yep, it's Yoshi P. 10 years have passed now since the world was reborn from its ashes, since we set forth upon this journey. Countless things have happened during that time, and I've had the pleasure of meeting many an adventurer along the way. Truth be told, it hasn't always been easy. There are moments when I wonder why I must struggle so. Days when I'm tempted to cast it all aside. But in spite of all this, I always manage to carry on, and it's thanks to my wonderful comrades, and to you, our esteemed adventurers. By now, I must have I must have been regaled by tens of thousands of your tales. You usually share them with a smile, but even when it is with a frown, you tell me that you're still enjoying yourself. It is no exaggeration to say that I derive all of my driving force from you all. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Ours is an unending journey, and nothing would make me happier than if we could keep walking it together. As you make your as you make your way, we promise that we will ever be at your side, matching you step for step. Oh, there it is. That's the oops. That's that's the scene. How close is this gonna get? I don't know. That's a better one. Now the time has come for this vision to end. Time for you to open, for your eyes to open from this waking dream. Much time has passed since the world was reborn from its ashes. Countless souls have made this place their home. Single one has left an indelible mark upon it. Oh, that's a scene. Together, we have built this world, and it is our serious hope that we shall continue to do so for many years to come. So please, be safe and well. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. I dare say Nahagi is aboard the ship by now. I pray that he will find happiness upon their respective paths. I hope you do so as well, my friend. If you ever lend me, if you would lend me an ear, I would dedicate these verses to your future. Sure. By morning light, the journey starts. A trail of hope with our hearts. Unwesterly wind to river song, into the world where we belong. Above fields of white and azure sky, sunset storms a crimson fire, jewels a glitter on pitch black veil. A new day dawns, so goes the tale. By eternal wind we carry on, boldly towards a golden morn, with memories as a guiding star, shining our steps both near and far. Where you where you will go, whom you will meet, what you will see. There is no telling what the future holds for you. Yet come what may, I bid you never forget this. The bonds you forge, the memories you make, and the footprints you leave behind, they shall one day spur you forward. So pray, continue walking your own path, wherever your journey leads. I shall be praying for your happiness. There's the airship with them on it. Oh. It's good. Oh, with memories shared, yet all our own. As one we brave for tears unknown. Thank you for 10 years. You now have access to the letter forest at the Gold Court. Speak with the tender station there to read the letters. Additionally, you have also unlocked the Kupo Adventure minigame on the steps of Nal. Speak with Nonora at the Ruby Road Exchange to play. This, along with other minigames, may also be played by opening the toy chest in any inn room. Oh my god, that's a lot of emotion. Alright, so what does this do? Previously written. A few adventures like this. Oh my goodness. From a theater sound designer, a theater composer, a playwright, a gatekeeper. Okay, some of these are probably from, yeah. Some of these most likely. I think these are messages from either from NPCs and a combination of, and also other people. No, letters from an adventure. I, but a faceless adventurer, one of those who have been in business for a while without standing out. Recently, menacing towers appeared across the land. A frightening phenomenon broke out. The final days, or some such. I don't know how you fared during that time, but if truth be told, it was a little overwhelming for me. God knows I struggled to get by even without apocalyptic threats to worry about. So many things don't go the way I hope. I often find myself frustrated and discouraged. So many times I've wanted to give up, to turn away from everything and everyone. But every time there's been something that has saved me. Be it an awe-inspiring view or a kindly stranger, something has given me the strength to take another step. So come what may, I intend to carry on as far as my path leads. I won't surrender, and I pray that neither will you. Yours is perseverance, a faceless adventurer. Oh. Yeah, all of these sound like they're from the actual developers of the game. We'll have to do a video about them all. For now. I'd say, I have to do the thing. Gotta do the thing. Guys, I gotta do the thing. Because we now have a new mount. And a lot of people have been asking questions about this mount. Because it's supposed to be a very special one. But it's actually one we did not expect to even get. Or anything. We didn't expect to just get a mount for this. But they've been kind of shoving mounts on us left and right as of late for free. That's it. That's it. So apparently it's got a special ability. Oh my goodness. So apparently you transform into the bird. You don't ride the bird. Because I'm not on the bow. You become the phoenix. The rising phoenix. This is funny. Oh, that's great though. That's insane. But yeah. I'm gonna be honest, that's gonna be my new mount. I'm sorry to say. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break, and then I'm gonna take a quick break. And then we'll jump on the other accounts and do this real quick to get that mount and stuff for them. Actually, no, because there's supposed to be a second part to this we can do. So, we're not done the event yet. But I'm gonna take a quick break.